this whole situation of being in business, and it's rough for me being in business because me personally, I don't prefer dealing with family and friends. I know you tend to, you have a different layout of what you believe, and you tell me to always treat people good and all the above. But I personally just, my stranger customers become my friends.
Yeah, yeah.
They respect me more because that's the foundation. Is what I charge. Like, do you find this to be a thing that's a struggle being in business? I mean, you've been in business for over 30 years, I would assume, right?
Yeah.
So what is the hardest aspect of it with dealing with customers from all around, all the aspects from everybody?
Well, the worst is your friends. You try to give them the best price you can, and they still want to knock you down. Those same people will go to a stranger and will not knock down their price. And I'm not talking about $5, $10, $20, hundreds and hundreds of dollars they want to knock you down and beat you up. But they'll sure go off, go to a fancy restaurant, take their woman out, take their lady out, impress somebody. They want to give them the best time, and they'll go out and spend $500, $600, $700 on a night out to get anything done to their personal things. They feel like your worth is worth nothing to them.
But even you as a body man with cars, a technician, how is anybody lowballing you if they have a car that is exclusive?
Because they figure they're your friend. They figure that you should do it for nothing.
You even with shops and all that, you get that?
Yeah. Even where I work for, his friends do the same shit. They want to pay later and this and this and that. And they act like you don't got a mortgage, you don't got taxes, you don't. And these are all people that have their own businesses as well.
And they should know better.
They should know better. But they do it. Once you let them get away with it, then it's a wrap. So everybody's guilty of it. We all do it. We let these people get away with it. We let your friends get away with it. And at some point, you just got to say, enough. Enough is enough.
Would you ever go to any friend and expect a discount? Just generally, because it's a friend.
No, because you already know that your friend is giving you that discount. He's not going to charge you what he charges the strangers off the street.
Right.
So automatically, you should know you're getting that best price no matter what. You shouldn't ask him to go any cheaper than what he's already doing, because you know that same work at a stranger shop is probably 3 times the amount.
So if you see somebody that pops up at your shop and let's say there's like a little leak or something, and you know the leak is worth a couple of $100, like what kind of mind and what kind of heart do you have where you would put yourself in a position? Would you charge them first? Say, listen, before I do this, it's going to cost you this.
This is what I have to start doing from now on. Give them a price up front, and if they don't like the price, then you respectfully say, listen, I can't do it.
Okay, when before you used to?
Before you just do the job, and then at the end you give them a price, and then you screw yourself. You put your foot in your mouth because they're going to fight with you anyway for the price.
So clearly you know your value.
Yeah, so now you got to just tell them, this is the price. This is what I'm charging you. Oh, then you know what? I'm not going to sit here and argue with you. You don't want to do it? Then that's it.
So if it ends up here at the front of this door here, and what happens when that same individual pops up and says, hey, how you doing, brother? I know I didn't speak to you in a while, but my car is in front of your shop.
This is the price, and that's that.
Period. Nah, man, you know, we friends, brother.
Then tow it out. As simple as that.
Wow, knowing your value, know your value.
Because you know, people tend to forget that you got bills too, you got rents to pay, you got light to pay, you got everything to pay. But they think just because you're the friend that you don't have those bills.
Well, maybe they also may look at the fact that you may have a lifestyle that they don't think that you deserve.
Or the same thing goes to when they buy something off of you. Oh, I'll give you the money later. When you buy something off of them, I need my money.
Oh yeah.
So when does that stop?
Right.
When does that stop? Respectful people, if you go into a friend's any kind of business your friend runs. He tells you this is the price, you pay. Simple as that.
Right.
Why argue with somebody? Why tell them, oh, well, you can't do it better and this? Why? Why do you have to do that? Do you do that at a restaurant? No. Do you do that at McDonald's? When the gas changes every day, do you tell them, why can't I pay the same price the gas was yesterday? You don't do it, right? Why do it to your friend?
And this is obviously the fact of being in business yourself over these years. This is definitely a plague of owning your own business.
Yeah, but why do it to your friend? Do you argue with the gas attendant when the gas changes 4 times in a week, 7 times in a week?
Sometimes twice in a day.
Yeah, sometimes twice in a day.
Mm-hmm.
Do you go up to him? No, you don't. Because you don't look like a fool.
Ladies and gentlemen, you couldn't get it no deeper than this. This is the, but now obviously you had a testimony.
When you're paying $500 for fucking sneakers, do you argue with the sneaker price? When you go to Foot Locker, wherever you're going? No, you don't. You
Nope.
pay it.
Wow. And you are serious.
But you could go to your friend and try to haggle him $300 for $400, $500, $600, $700 on $1,000 job.
You have had people that did that?
Yeah, I'm not saying that particular money, but
Right.
it just that's what it is.
That's some real tacky shit. And these ain't motherfuckers is broke.
No.
But what if they are? What if they are? What if their lifestyle, you see their perception is something bigger, and then you find out through that time, hey, they really don't got it. Should they tell you, yo, bro, I'm going to be honest with you, I can't afford
Then
that.
don't drive the fancy cars you're driving.
But what about you with the fancy cars?
I could afford my cars.
You can afford to maintain them all.
I could afford to maintain my cars.
That's what you do.
When I call up Mercedes for the parts of my car, I'm like, oh, can you give me a better price? You know what they're telling me? Then that's it. They hang up the phone on me.
The only thing is you don't have to pay labor because you do your own shit.
Exactly.
Damn. And there's nothing you
They
don't...
give me my percentage off already from the parts I buy. I can't tell them, oh, can you do a little better than that?
Well, how about the individual? That's a good question I want to ask you before you go. How about when individuals want their own parts versus you go through your parts and they may think you charge more for that?
It's a gray area. Some places will not do it. I'm at that point in my life, you want to give me your parts? I don't care. If it doesn't work, you're paying me again. If it doesn't work again, you're paying me again.
Right. So it's
Simple
not
as
even
that.
worth putting the price because they don't want mechanics to make money. So
They
it's
don't,
like,
but they don't understand. When we put your part on your car, we buy it and we're warrantying it for you, part and labor. They want to be cheap. They want to get their own part. No problem. You know what? Some mechanics are against it, and I respect them for that. There's nothing wrong with that, but I'll do it. I'd rather not throw away the money.
wait, some mechanics you said won't take if you brought the part?
Won't do your own. They won't do your own part.
Oh, really?
Because they follow that philosophy. Do you bring your own steak to the steakhouse?
Interesting.
If the steakhouse is charging you $75 for the steak, do you say, well, I got the steak
In my
for
bag.
40? Yeah, I got the steak in my bag for $40 down the street.
Right.
I just want you to cook it.
Right.
Do you do that? No.
Right,
So
right.
some mechanics are frowned. They don't want to do that, and I respect both aspects. But I'm at that point in my life where I don't want to throw away no money.
Okay.
All money is good to me.
Well, another
And I
thing-
let them know
Right.
3 times I'm not responsible for this part. That's it. If I put it in, if it doesn't work, that's on you.
especially if you put it in right into a text.
Yep.
Okay, now last question I want to ask you. What is the difference between a mechanic and a technician? People want to know.
Technician is it's a nicer word to get not to more, but basically, yeah, they don't want to say it's a mechanic. Mechanic sounds like a degraded name for somebody. So it's a tech. They make yourself sound more important. It's
Right.
the same difference.
Same shit.
Same difference.
Y'all both get your hands
Yeah.
dirty. Same
Yeah,
shit.
same difference. It's it.
As a matter of fact, a technician could probably charge more.
A technician going to charge more, and they know less than a mechanic.
Wow. So it's the difference.
They go to the schools and they go do this, and they swear they know everything. They don't know street. They don't have street smarts.
So is it basically like driving a cab versus an Uber? Driving a cab versus an Uber, isn't it the same thing?
It's the same shit.
Same shit.
Same shit.
Yellow cab, Uber, black car, Uber. They're all cabs.
One is just more convenient.
Right, just through the app.
That's it. One is more convenient.
So technicians get more of a respectful name, and mechanics get more of the.
Yeah, they look at you start calling yourself a technician, then people are gonna be scared.
Right.
Right.
Well, this is good, man. The Chronicles with, as they say, Mr. Chopstar, and located between the New Jersey and New York area, correct?
Yep.
Okay, North Jersey, Mid Jersey. Can you tell them where about?
I would say this would be what, South Jersey.
Okay, so this is radios, music, body work, technician work. What is it that you don't do with a car?
They can do everything.
Wow. Ask Nathaniel, the B Mindset. We appreciate you, brother.